you can see, it's 3:34 p.m. 05/17/2013, and my name is Leslie Williams. I'm in San Diego, California. I'm a target, victim, and activist concerned in the criminal expedition of what is known as organized stalking and gang stalking. And so what I do is every day before I leave a specific area, I will take a video picture of my cell phone which shows the date and the time, as you can clearly see. And then I state either where I'm going, but I will at least state that once I get along my day, my routes, I'm wearing a digital tape recorder that is attached to my undergarments on my chest with the microphone at the very top, which always is located, the microphone itself is always located right below the neck collar. Okay? And what I do, the reason why I make these video files is because what I'm saying right now is that I'm going to be going to the movies today. I'm going to probably go to McDonald's first. And we're going to see if I hear gang stalking, gang stalker, gang stalk, stalking, stalk, oh my god, weird, crazy, said around me even once, especially gang stalk, gang stalker, gang stalking, or stalk, said around me any place I go, or every place that I go, including the transportation routes to get into McDonald's, the movie theater, the whole time I'm at the movie theater. If it's said around me, this digital tape recorder will pick it up. And since I haven't got to these places yet, by the time I get there, it'll be a later time than what you just saw on my cell phone. And this digital tape recorder is running by date and time. So if these words are said around me, they're called direct conversation methods of organized gang stalking expeditions, organized stalking, gang stalking expeditions. And what they do is sensitize the target to words, phrases, or physical gestures, and then have people in the community constantly get around a target to repeat them as a result of these community members being lied to. And they do use the business community as well, and that's achieved through what is known as the community notification, which is a law enforcement tool that is being illegally and criminally used. Every description that I have stated so far in this video can be Googled and YouTubed and cross-referenced to gang stalking or organized stalking, and you will come to understand that every description that I've just stated are factual realities. So what I do is I predict what I might experience along my routes before I leave this environment to go to those places. And they even had the audacity to stage what is known as gang stalking, organized stalking street theaters, using even the business community and the security guards of business plazas that these businesses are at, in order to be able to make it appear that they have a legitimate appearing reason to ban me from these businesses where I'm getting my needs met. Now you can go to Google and type in gang stalking or organized stalking in businesses like Walmart's, Vons, Ralph's, Kroger's, any restaurant name, any movie theater name, okay, banks, post offices, libraries, universities. And when you cross-reference these separate descriptions to gang stalking or organized stalking and look at the amount of Google-generated responses you get, and then the blogs and YouTube videos that come up concerning other targets' testimonies, you'll clearly be able to see that every single one of these descriptions in reference to how I'm describing them are attached to gang stalking expeditions, and that they do operate in using these methods and tactics. They're called street theaters. And that way it produces a bunch of hardship for a target to have to go to a place that's not along their regular routes to get their needs met, like grocery stores. I have been gang stalked at Ralph's like you would not believe, at the restaurant that's across the parking lot from Ralph's, the Island restaurant that's off of Villa La Jolla Plaza. I've been gaslighted like you would not believe by their security. And all you got to do is go to Google and type in gang stalking or organized stalking and security guards. And if you take the time to research the blogs that are written concerning it, and then cross-reference them to my statements, along with all the other descriptions in reference to how they operate, you'll clearly be able to see that I'm telling you the truth. Right now I have in my possession over 9 digital tape recorders, with over 4 of them, at least 4 to 5 of them are dedicated to San Diego since August 8, 2011. And on these 4 separate tape recorders of the 9, I actually think I got about 11, have gang stalking, gang stalker being said on over 500 separate audio files. And a great majority of them were predicted in reference to, once they were caught, the day that I left on each one of these audio files are dedicated to each specific days, okay? And before I left to go along my routes for these specific days, I made predictions that I'd hear it. I'd also make predictions before I'd walk into a business that I'd hear it. Before I walked in, I go in and it's heard and caught an audio file. Sometimes even video. So, you know, I don't know about you, but if you bought a digital tape recorder at a Walmart's and decided to run it with loads of memory, internal memory, with full powered batteries, and then place it on your clothing to where the microphone was practically right out in the open, and predicted that you'd hear gang stalker or gang stalking or gang stalking said multiple times along your route, every single place you went to, for the whole time that you're at a place, said repeatedly, okay, for 3 weeks. And if you don't catch gang stalker, or gang stalking means sit around you once, what does that tell you? I catch it every single day, said multiple times, even in specific ways, like gang stalker, oh my god, weird, crazy, gang stalking, oh my god, gang stalking, gang stalker, stalk, stalk, gang stalking, oh my god, gang stalker, oh my god, gang stalking, gang stalking, gang stalking, oh my god, gang stalker, gang stalking, literally just in that way. And how it's caught on digital tape recorder with that being expedited towards me in that way, I predict it before I even leave this environment, before going to the places that it's caught at. So what's the likelihood of that occurring? 0. Logic and probabilities and statistical analysis dictates that is totally improbable for that to occur unless this organized, crafted harassment that's achieved through surveillance and tracking was not being managed by a third party. And that's why I make these video predictions, to prove this factual reality. Every place I go, it's caught on this digital tape recorder. Every place. Multiple times at each place. So what I do is I prove to the public, fellow San Diegans and fellow La Jollans, that this is happening towards me. Yes. And I'm not involved in any illegal activity whatsoever. I can look you straight in the eye and tell you that because it's the truth. Okay? And my behavior is appropriate for each and every environment that I'm at and for the whole duration of why I'm there. Okay? And what it is, it's organized crime and assistant that's hosting these expeditions. I gotta go, I'm in San Diego, I'm getting ready to go to McDonald's, in the movie theater, or at UTC. And we're gonna see if those phrases and or words are said around me even once, let alone back to back in reference to the way I've described them. And if they are, this digital tape recorder will pick it up. And then I'll eventually upload it to a video and show you. I'm in San Diego, California. My name is Leslie Williams, and this is my personal strategy that I developed to prove that I'm being stalked and tracked and then stalked for this crafted harassment to be utilized towards me. I'm in San Diego, California. My name is Leslie Williams, and you have a nice and beautiful day. Thank you.